Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. For this video, I'm just going to be taking down braids. Now, me personally, I've only had braids in my hair about 4 times in my life, so this is still something that I'm not super used to. So I had these braids in for about 2 months, maybe slightly over 2 months. It's actually been a while since I videotaped this, but it was about 2 months. And I didn't really know how to maintain them. Like, I didn't really do much maintenance. Maybe I should say that. I didn't really do much to maintain these braids. At first, I was scared to wash them because they are boho braids. So they did have those pieces of hair sticking out, which held up pretty okay for like the first month. After that, I just pulled out all those pieces and the braids looked fine. So I had those in the beginning and I didn't want to wash my hair and get those all tangled up. But towards the end, I did end up washing my hair and I didn't have really any problems with it. It did get a little bit more frizzy, but that's not a big deal to me. But I had these in for about 2 months. And I would say these are probably like, a medium-sized braid. They're definitely not small, but they're not super large either. So I'm just going to go with medium. And I didn't have too many problems with them. I may actually get braids again, but this is my first time in a very long time of having braids in my hair. Okay, now when it came to taking down these braids, it was a little annoying because my hair in some places is damn near as long as the braid. So I couldn't really cut anything besides the pieces that wasn't already braided, like the little pieces that was kind of undone at the end. I could cut that, but beyond that, I got a little nervous in some parts of my hair. So for the most part, I just started from the bottom and had to go up, and it just made the process a lot longer. Now, one of the reasons why I don't really wear braids like that is because I have a lot of hair. I feel like people overcharge. Well, maybe not overcharge, but the amount that they feel like they're worth, I don't be wanting to pay. So luckily, this time around, I was able to get my little cousin to braid it. Now, was it perfect? No. But was it worth the money? Sure. She only charged me like $130. I think I gave her like $150. And I gave her some food. But this didn't cost me that much, and I feel like they lasted pretty long. The only thing that really got me when it came to her doing it was it took all day. Now, mind you, we did stop halfway through, actually probably a little bit more past halfway through, for me to go get my nails done because I was going on a trip, and I came back and it took forever. I don't think she finished until like 3 in the morning, and I think she started at like 8 a.m. So it was a long process. So that would probably be the biggest thing as to why I would not want to do it again. And then taking it down. Those are just the 2 biggest things that I don't look forward to when it comes to braids. Okay, so at this point, I'm almost done. I just have the front half of my hair, and this is the next day. I didn't do it all in one night, but this is the next day, and I'm just taking out the front of my hair. And one thing that I don't like about braids is I feel like whenever I take it out, my hair just feels kind of dry, whereas when I have it in twists, it doesn't feel as dry. And I think it's just because my hair is just stretched more when it comes to braids. So that is one thing that I don't like. But I will say, when my cousin did do my hair, she did make sure to kind of like moisturize it. So I like that she did it because I didn't feel like I was being picky. That's one thing that I kind of fear, like going to other people to do my hair, is that I'm going to be looked at as being too picky. But I basically blow dried my hair, and I didn't blow dry like super good, but it was pretty decent. And she just went over my roots with like the Tymo comb thing. And when she braided it, she would use conditioner as well as some little braiding gel or whatever that she used, but she didn't really like cake it on my hair, so I could appreciate that. But my hair still felt a little dry after. So once it was done, I did have to kind of do a mask and some deep conditioning just to bring that moisture back into my hair. Okay, and now I am basically almost done. I have about a quarter of hair left to take out. But one thing I will say that kind of shocked me, well, not shocked me, but it was a little interesting, was just the amount of hair that I took out. Like the amount of added hair that there was at the end was just a little shocking to me. Now, even though that was a lot of hair, and I feel like it's like more than 2 times the hair that I have on my head, it wasn't heavy per se, but it did pull on like my edges. If I tried to put it in a bun or if I tried to put it in a ponytail, the most I can do was like half up, half down. If I did anything more than that, then it was just too much tension on my edges. So at that point, it would be too heavy. But it wasn't heavy just in itself. Like me wearing it down, I was perfectly fine. And I think it was good because it's good for me to kind of wear my hair down, as I do tend to pull a little bit on my edges when I do certain things. So maybe it was for the best. But when I do have styles where I have added hair, which isn't extremely popular, or for me it's pretty rare, I always seem to be a little disgusted or bothered by the amount of added hair that there is at the end. Like, I don't really like it, but there is quite a bit of hair at the end of this. Okay, so at this point, I am basically done. Once I've taken all the braids out, I can kind of see the buildup towards the roots. So I'm just going to get into the shower, wash my hair. I didn't videotape that, but I'm going to get into the shower, wash my hair, make sure that I get my roots really good. And I'm going to throw a mask in it and just try and bring some moisture back to my hair, as it has been 2 months without me putting too many products in my hair. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and bring some of that moisture back. But here is all that hair. I don't know why it doesn't amaze me, but it just kind of baffles me a little bit that all this was on my head with all the hair that I already have. But that is it for this video. I am finally free, but that is all that I have for this video.